Let's take a look at this week's rankings reaction. It is brought to you by Allstate. You see the risers and fallers. Michigan State, the team that soared with its victory against Penn State, and the opportunity coming against Ohio State. So, Kirk, as you look at this in Michigan State, and you praised Mark D'Antonio earlier, if Michigan State were to win out, win the Big Ten championship, how would you evaluate their prospect of getting into the Final Four, into the 14 playoff?
Well, the first thing is Mark D'Antonio would get another National Coach of the Year award after going 3-9 last year and potentially winning a Big Ten championship. Now, of course, they have to win in Columbus and still have a lot of wood to chop. I think the answer to that, instead of just saying they have no shot or saying they're in for sure, it depends on what happens in front of them. They would need help. Very clearly, they would need help to be able to get all the way up into the 4. But we just saw them jump 12 spots. So, and we all know that there's going to be a lot of upsets. So if they keep winning, they'll be in the discussion. And with the resume that they have, they'll have something to say about it. But like I said, they still have a long way to go.
Yeah, they do have a long way to go. I think when you look at the two lost teams, I think we all agree Auburn has the best opportunity with what they have in front of them. But a Michigan State team, and I'm not even ready to bury Ohio State yet because of the brand. I know no one wants to hear that, but if they get the win against Michigan State, they go to the Big Ten championship game, they beat a Wisconsin team. Now,
Michigan too.
Exactly. Now Ohio State's sitting there with some very, very good wins, and now they would need other things to happen, but they're sitting there in a spot that they could pounce a little bit if things happen the right way. They need a lot of help, Joey. Don't look at me like that. They do need a lot of help. I'm telling you, don't discount them
Paula
yet.
tried to help you with Michigan. They ain't even ranked. And Paula was like, hey, Book, let me help you out.
I'm trying to build it up for
I
him.
got you. But you know what's fun about this?
Yeah.
This is one of my favorite parts about the rankings. You become fans of other teams.
Yeah.
That's what's awesome. I mean, if you're a Clemson fan, what do you think you're doing right now? You are cheering hard for Auburn. You want them to win. It makes your resume look better. You think Clemson's going to be cheering for Miami? Miami wins, they play them in the ACC championship game. I mean, this is what the end of the year, which makes this so much daggum fun.
Well, which really brings up an interesting thing. We talk a lot about 2 SEC teams making it. What about 2 ACC teams making it?
If Miami wins,
Miami's undefeated, loses a close game to Clemson.
Loses a close game to Clemson.
Here's the problem, and Reese, honestly, I thought it was a great question for Coach when you asked him, how do you guys keep winning close games? And that's why you're in that seat. I'm over here because I was thinking, why have you guys looked really bad against some average, some average to below average
They're getting
teams?
better.
But that's what hurts Miami in the conversation, though. They have the 0, but when you barely beat Georgia Tech, when you barely beat Florida State, when you beat North Carolina, a team that has 1 win on the season by 5, it hurts you in the overall conversation. The Virginia Tech win, great, but you're not fired up about this team. They knock off Notre Dame, then we get excited.
I think that's fair.